The deeper that I fall, the more that I ignore them. You should have let me drop.
I'm starting out by priming my eyes using MAC's Painterly Paint Pot, and this is just going to act as a base for the eyeshadow and also cancel out any redness in my eyelids. And all of the brushes that I use in this tutorial are from the Sedona Lace Synthetic Vortex Collection brush set, and I do have a discount code in the description box, so make sure you check that out. And the first eyeshadow that I'm using is Stark from the Naked 2 Basics palette, and I'm just applying this all over my eyelid from the brow bone to the bottom. And the next color I'm using is called Primal, which is just a matte dark brown eyeshadow, and I'm applying that with one of the smaller flat brushes from the Synthetic Vortex Collection set, and I'm just going to apply that on the outer corners and inner corners of my eyes and kind of connect it a little bit in the middle. And I'm also just going to blend that out with a clean fluffy brush, obviously from the same collection, and I'm going to just darken the outer corners slightly with the color Undone, which is a even darker matte brown eyeshadow. This is just going to give a little bit of definition, and I'm dragging it slightly into the crease as well and then blending it out. And I'm leaving the middle part of my eyelids blank because I'm going to use a shimmery eyeshadow. And before I do that, I'm spraying my brush with some MAC Fix Plus, and this is a Essence eyeshadow, super cheap. I'm pretty sure they're like $2.99 or something, but they are gorgeous. The top layer is super shimmery, and I'm kind of just using like mostly the bottom layer for the eyeshadow that I'm applying in the middle, and wetting the brush is just going to make it look even more pigmented. And like I said, the top layer is super sparkly, so I actually took a little bit of that top layer just on my finger and patted it directly in the center of my lid. This will also give a little bit more definition to your eye shape, and I've been really into doing this type of a makeup lately. And I'm just finishing off with a cat eye using the Belletto Studio eyeliner, and this is probably one of my favorite eyeliners that I've ever used because the point is super fine and you can get a really thin cat eye. And I like my cat eyes to be thinner because then you can still see the eyeshadow that you put all of your effort into. And I'm also going to tight line my eyes using the Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On Eye Pencil, and this is just going to make my lash line appear even thicker. And I'm not going to be using any false lashes for this, so I'm using a primer by Blinc and then the Blinc mascara, which are my two favorite things to do at the moment. I'm just going to move on to the rest of my face for a little while, and I'm applying the Stay Flawless primer from Benefit. This is one of my favorite primers ever. It really does fill in your pores, but it doesn't make you look cakey at all. And I'm just blending that out with my fingers, and I'm applying that mostly just in the center of my face where I would get oily if I were going out somewhere. And I'm applying my MAC Pro Longwear concealer just with my finger, and then I'm blending it out with a beauty blender. And then I use the NYX HD concealer, and this is a little bit darker like my own skin tone, and I just went over any areas of redness or blemishes, and especially around my nose because that's usually where I get the most redness on my face, and then just blended it out with a beauty blender. And I also applied a mineral sheer tint from Beauty Addicts, which is basically a tinted moisturizer, and I really like doing this, especially if I use a lot of concealer. I don't feel like I need like a thick foundation, so I like to just use tinted moisturizers most of the time. And I also kind of bronzed up my skin a little bit with the Chanel Soleil de Chanel, I don't know, something like that. I'll leave it in the description box, but I love this stuff and I really feel like I need to use it more often because it's really nice. And I'm kind of just adding like a little bit more dimension to my face and not super dramatically contouring, and I just did it a little bit around my nose as well. And then I powdered using a NARS pressed foundation or powder, I don't know.
I'll draw figure eights around your eyes.
And then I decided it was time to fill in my eyebrows, and these are the items that I use every time. I didn't show you guys because I feel like you see it all the time. And then I went back to my eyes for the lower lash line, and I just used Cover and just slightly blended that into the bottom lash line, not anything super dramatic. And then I added 1 coat of the Blinc mascara. And now moving back to the face, I don't know why I do this in such a weird order, but this is actually my favorite blush at the moment, and it's a Model Co blush in the color Amaretto Sunrise, I think. It's such a pretty berry color, like for the fall, and I just love it. And then I highlighted my cheekbones a little bit with the Urban Decay Naked Illuminator, and then I added a MAC lipstick in the color Hue just to finish everything off and keep it looking somewhat natural. And I just set my face using the Urban Decay Chill makeup setting spray, which is my favorite one. And now moving on to the hair. So I just used a heat protectant spray, and I'm pretty sure this one is from like Aussie or something. And then I brushed it all out with a, what is that even called? I don't even remember what that brush is called. And then I just quickly blow dried my hair, and then I sectioned it off, and I'm just going to straighten it, nothing special. Oh, and I've been trying out the 7-day SmilePacks from DazzlePro, and these are actually my favorite by far whitening kits. And this is like pretty much mess free because they're in little trays and the whitening stuff is already put in it. So I like to just put it in and like wait 20 minutes while I do my hair, and it's super fast, and then you just take them out, and it's like super easy. And I already noticed a big difference after the 2nd day, so it's been amazing. The outfit I wore is super simple. It's just a pair of black high-waisted denim jeans and then this high-low navy top. I'll put all of the details in the description box. And I also wore this necklace, which I got for my birthday from my friend, so I don't actually know where it's from. I ended up just going to like a pub that night, so it was nothing super glamorous or anything, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.